Hey Aquarius Pisces, happy birthday. Welcome in to your bonus birthday tarot message from your angels and ancestors. We have a brand new deck we're using for this series. I'm super excited to learn more about it with you guys. All right, it's new to me, so we'll be learning together. But I thank you guys so much for tuning in and being here. If you're new, my name is Gabrielle. Welcome. Hello. If you're returning, welcome back, my love. Glad to have you here again. And special shout out to all of my members tuning into this message. I thank you guys so very much for all your love and support. All right, if you want to become a member here on YouTube or over on Patreon, those links are in the description box below. All right. So we're going to go ahead and see what your angels and ancestors want you to know about your birthday season, okay? To get you right, get you in alignment, get you prepared. So, Divine Mother, Holy Spirit, Heavenly Father. Sorry, I got a little download mid-prayer. Thank you so much for being here. And Ascended Ancestors of the Aquarius, Pisces, cusp energies tuning in. What message do you have for them? What do they need to know to stay in alignment? Ooh. Higher will, okay? Ascended Master El Moria, and the blue star Sapphire. So blue could be a significant color. Higher will, higher purpose, higher cycles, higher octaves at play here. Aquarius, Pisces. Crystal Masters 333. So angel number 333 could be significant here. You could have Sapphire as a power stone here. Number 20 or 2 could be significant as well. What else? Goddess Ishtar and Astrophyllite. I think that's how you'll say that. Phyllite. Daring Rebirth, okay? Crystal Goddess 888. So 333, 888 so far. 4141 or 55 could be significant numbers as well. One more message. Thank you. Original self. Returning to the original form is what I am sensing here. Coming back home to yourself, Aquarius, Pisces. Maybe you've been a little lost. Okay, Ascended Master White Matthew and Danbarite. Okay, White Matthew. I've never heard of that. So again, we are learning together when it comes to this deck, okay? Bottom of the deck is Archangel Melchizedek, I think is how you say that. Yeah, Archangel Melchizedek, which I think, isn't that like Jesus, Christ consciousness energy? I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I'm thinking there's something, or that's like there's a theory, of order, or something like that. I don't know. Neither here nor there, but selenite could also be a powerful crystal or stone to work with. And you have divine perfection as the overall tone of this energy. Okay. And that's Crystal Angel 444. So 333, 444, and 888 could be significant angel numbers for you. So you're daring to rebirth into your original self, into original form. Something could be coming full circle for you here. You do have 2 ascended masters, so you've definitely ascended a specific cycle or multiple cycles here. Maybe something about the throat and the crown chakra is also significant as well. Returning to a familiar resonance or a more authentic form, if you dare. So you have options here. I guess you could stay in some cycle is what this feels like, or surrender to a higher will, which will pull you through a rebirth so that you can return to your original self or original energy, original purpose, original theme. Okay. All right, let's learn a little bit more. I'm not going to go too deep. These cards have like healing practices with them and such. Okay. But yeah, we'll read the synopsis here. Okay. So the higher will, number 20, Ascended Master El Moria and the blue star Sapphire says, We bring you the blessing of higher will. There is a great plan of divine love unfolding throughout the universe, and the fulfillment of your divine destiny is included. Sometimes it may seem hard to trust in higher will, yet if you do, it can bring a feeling of great relief that you don't have to have all the answers or be in control for everything to still work out beautifully in your world. Surrender empowers you to get on with life and trust that all is happening exactly as it should according to a greater intelligence and love. Sometimes, however, the mind wants to control the higher plan. It wants to decide when something should happen and how and with whom and in what way. It might convince itself that this personal opinion is actually the higher plan itself, and then feel betrayed, frightened, or confused when things don't go according to plan. The mind can be a great ally on the spiritual path, but it needs to be given reassurance and regular, compassionate reminders that although it is powerful, it is not privy to the workings of the entire universe. Nor does it need to be for you to be happy, free, and manifesting your divine destiny. This oracle comes to you now because the mysterious workings of higher will are at work in your life, and you will find peace and even awe as you relax your mind and choose to trust now. So something did not go as planned or isn't going as planned, Aquarius Pisces, and it feels like you're being dared to let that plan go and allow a higher plan to take place, okay? 41 and Goddess Ishtar and the astral flights. Yeah, there we go. Daring rebirth. It says, we bring you the empowerment of daring rebirth. The bold spirit in you claims the divine defiance of the phoenix. It refuses to defeat at every turn. No matter who or what may seek to overpower your spirit, your peace, your loving heart, and your wild optimism, you shall triumph in a divine and daring rebirth. Do not limit yourself with expectations, whether from another or your own mind. There is so much possible for you, a radically different and new you to become. Believe, and so shall it be. So you are going through, or let me say this, some of y'all, maybe a majority of y'all, have an opportunity to go through a rebirth, to re-identify yourself, reclaim parts of yourself, reimagine or reinvent you, okay, for a higher will or whatever is in a alignment or reflection of a higher will for your life and your destiny. And it's just something you have to choose. It's something you have to surrender to. It's something you would have to be open to, okay? Because I feel like some of you might be holding on to an old world that you existed in, an old belief system, an old self-belief, and it might be hard to see yourself in a new light right now. Although that new light is maybe, in all truth, more in alignment with your original self. Okay, so let's learn about the original self. 30. Okay, Ascended Master, White Matthew, and Danbarite. We bring you the blessing of original self. As you progress through your life, learning and growing, you gain wisdom and strength. You grow more radiant and authentic, true to who you are. And as this happens, many of the layers of identity begin to fall away. What you once believed yourself to be is shown to be not much more than clothing your soul wore for a time. You have outgrown it, okay? It is no longer a good fit. It constrains too much, doesn't reflect your personality, vibrancy, uniqueness, and beauty, so you discard it. Perhaps you are able to be more spiritually naked. The sense of who you are becomes simpler. You are just you. Others may or may not get you, but nonetheless, you are still just you. You are freeing yourself from the projections of others, of the world, and simply living as your original, radiant, divine self. Right. So those clothes you were wearing and identifying with or using to represent who you are no longer fit you. So it's like getting a new spiritual wardrobe in a way. Okay? A reinvention of yourself that's happening here, if you so choose and if you allow it. Okay? All right, that's interesting. Let's dig a little deeper and see what this means for you in detail. Thank you so much, Divine. Tell me more about what this higher will, daring rebirth, and original self is for Aquarius Pisces during your birthday season. What's higher will? The Wheel of Fortune. Right. A new narrative. The Star card. There we go. Okay. An opportunity to shift. An opportunity to pivot. Okay. To redirect yourself. So you could be headed down a path that could maybe trap you in something that's inauthentic, or maybe you feel trapped in something that really doesn't represent you. Yeah, there's the truth. So then the more you acknowledge that truth, that something isn't actually you, whether it ever was or isn't anymore, it's like freeing yourself from having to keep up something that maybe, I don't know, for some of you, I feel like it wasn't really you to begin with. Okay. 3 of Coins, yeah, and work out something new, learn something new. So your decision to surrender to a higher will shows the universe that you're mutable, you're malleable, which could definitely be something that Piscean energy that you hold is assisting you with. The North Node is also connected to Pisces right now for the next year at least. King of Wands, right. And look at that Phoenix, a daring rebirth. So can you trust the signs, the synchronicities, the soul nudges that are asking you to let go of those old clothes? Uncloak yourself, like the card or the book said. Be spiritually naked. No longer hide behind something that, again, maybe many people associate you with, or I don't know, something is, it feels like there's like a cemented part of your identity that's trying to crack open or break free, or your spirit wants to break free from. Okay, clarify this daring rebirth. What does that look like for Aquarius Pisces in this season? The world, Saturn. So integrating some form of discipline. This rebirth could be brought on by hard struggles, hard times. A feeling of restriction or something being restricted from you. The 8 of Coins. It could hurt to have to do this work. Maybe that's why you're kind of like, I don't know. It's hard work. This rebirth that you're being called to. Part of that hard, though, is the fact that there's just a lot of unknowns, I feel. Clarify this rebirth energy. Thank you. The King of Coins. It could have to do with how you make money, Aquarius Pisces. That might be shifting, or it might need to shift. You might have to rebuild a part of your financial world here. Nine of Cups, and that's what you're not happy about. That's what you don't want to do. 9 of Cups in reverse. So there could be something that Queen of Cups, yeah, that was, I want to say the word indulged, like something that was indulged in, or you were indulged in, or kind of really steeped in, really deep, in too deep. Maybe that's the fear, that you're in too deep to have this rebirth. Whatever in too deep means for you. What's the original self, Spirit? Thank you. High Priestess energy. The part of you that you hide or that's hidden. Clarify the High Priestess for the original self spirit. Thank you. The Fool. Right. Being spiritually naked, spiritually free. So here's what I'll say. There could definitely be a little bit of spiritual karma. Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Swords, having to kind of untie or unbound yourself from these knots that were created by the either projections of others, projections of your own mind, the old clothes you were wearing, who you thought you had to be, whatever mask has been on. And again, everybody goes through it. That's not a judgment, but it's a part of the ego for sure. Because I'm seeing the Sun and Leo energy. Could be dealing with the Leo, the Ten of Cups, right? So maybe this is the end of a season where you were pursuing something that just doesn't make you happy or never really made you happy, but there was some sort of resonance with it or convenience in it with the Nine of Cups in reverse. Clarify the King of Wands between higher will and daring rebirth. The Five of Cups in reverse. And the Two of Coins at the bottom. Clarify the Nine of Cups in reverse between daring rebirth and original self-spirit. Thank you. The Tower in reverse. Right, you're avoiding this Tower. So this is something that's inevitable here. Six of Cups. Whatever this is, whatever you're being called into, this rebirth is inevitable. And I'm kind of getting like Spirit is saying you can make this easier on yourself or you could take the difficult path. Either way, this Tower is going to happen. Okay? This Tower is going to happen, which doesn't necessarily have to be a negative tower. Doesn't have to be a bad thing, but I do think you're trying to uphold something that is ready to release itself from you or ready to crumble. That no longer wants to be held on to. And it's about recognizing what that is. And allow yourself to build from a new awareness. It's like turning a blind eye to what needs to change because of not either wanting to be uncomfortable or, again, the hard work that might be required. But with the Tower in reverse, it tells me that this is inevitable. It's inevitable. This is something you can't necessarily run from here, but the moment that you actually surrender, yeah, it's the Queen of Swords that's trying to hold on within you, but the moment that you actually surrender is the moment you find alignment. The Four of Wands and the Ten of Coins. Ten of Cups, Fool, High Priestess. So this is a matter of you, Aquarius Pisces, determining and deciding what is authentic to you. And having the courage to admit that something isn't authentic anymore, never was authentic to you. And then furthering that courage by building from that new space of authenticity, that new awareness of what is in alignment. So there is a change in direction that's being offered to you. I do feel like it's an offer though, because we all have free will. So you can choose not to take this, but it is being offered if, when you sit with yourself, Aquarius Pisces, and you really ask and reflect on your current reality and current situation, is this really you? So there's a lot of truth and a lot of honesty, Ace of Swords, that is being asked of you. Yeah. Okay, let's get some additional messages. Thank you so much. Ancestors and angels of Aquarius, Pisces, cusp energies. What guidance do you have? Autumn. Release the old and rest. Right. So those leaves are falling. It feels like you've... What you might be letting go of or called to let go of is something that at one point put you in the sun, put you in the light, or was positive, or was a source of joy. So you might be afraid to acknowledge that it's no longer a source of joy anymore. And that's what, right, 9 of Cups in reverse with a Tower in reverse. Because you understand that once you acknowledge that and admit that, everything else is going to shift and change. Okay, wise one. Grow within your current situation, and then mountains stand your ground. Right, I think you're the mountain right now. You could also be challenged with commitment and devotion here, where there could be every part of you that maybe wants to run from something, escape something. That escapism could be very strong. So you're being guided to stand your ground through the shift. Like standing your ground on what is no longer authentic to you is what ultimately moves the mountain and allows you to grow. So there is no other situation that would benefit or support you right now other than the one that you're in. But there's a need to recognize that so that that wheel can turn. Do you know what I mean? Like that you can, so you can move forward. So you're at risk, or you are in this moment feeling stuck and stagnant, or you're recognizing where certain things are stuck and stagnant and unfulfilled, and Spirit's trying to lead you to fulfillment. And in order to get there, you have to stand your ground on the truth that you know, that it's time to release the old and rest and allow something to grow. Okay? Yeah, shed old skin. So again, doubling down on that. Letting go of those old clothes. Let me see. And Water Guardian. Elder and Water Guardian. Excuse my pupper if you can hear him. Move beyond ancestral patterns. Connect with your emotions. Yeah, maybe that's what you're avoiding. 9 of Cups in reverse. If you connect with that emotion, you might be afraid of what that means. Yeah, it does mean you have to let something go. And maybe there's this stubbornness that could be an ancestral pattern that your ascended ancestors want you to move beyond. Hold the space with Druid. So hold the space for yourself to shed this old skin and rest. Allow yourself to connect with your emotions so that you don't fall prey to old ancestral patterns that are at play right now, or that you're being called to break, right? Nostalgia, 6 of Cups. So how others, or maybe even past selves, would have handled this Tower is what Spirit's asking you to do differently. Rather than run away, grow within the situation, which might require some vulnerability that, again, something just doesn't fit. So when you stop fighting that, that's when things can move, Aquarius Pisces, okay? Now, I do feel that movement is going to be some hard work, though. Okay? Maybe not sunshine and rainbows, but it'll be what needs to happen in order for you to get to that original self, that 10 of Cups, that sense of fulfillment that might be missing right now. All right? All right, those are your messages here for your bonus birthday tarot reading. I hope you found this message and reading helpful and insightful. Maybe feel some confirmation around what's going on and what you got coming up here. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And happy birthday again, Aquarius, Pisces, cusp babies, okay? Feel free to drop your birthday down there so I can wish you a personal happy birthday if you would like, all right? But I hope you enjoy your season, and I'll see you in our next one. Love you lots. Namaste.